ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. If anyone could confirm, if you've just joined us, if the sound is okay. If it is, then we can begin the live discussion. Gur mere sang sada hai naale, 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 Gur mere sang sada hai naale. Gur शब्द मेरे संग सदा है नाले. Shabad Guru is ever with us. There is no doubt about it. Gur, Shabad, was the company of even our Gurus, from Guru Nanak to Guru Gobind Singh. And it is the company of us as well. We have to be assured. The Guru assures us that he is ever with us. Have no doubts. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I am Khalsa Lakhvir Singh and
Khalsa Sahib Singh
from Nairobi, Kenya. It's our humble honor to share our views with you this evening. It's 8 o'clock in the evening here in Nairobi, right next to the Nairobi National Park. We are blessed to live in a country as beautiful as this. And we pray to the Almighty that may these blessings from this country bless the whole world as well. We're living in very uncertain times, very difficult, challenging, and terrifying times as well. It's natural to be terrified because we're human. But the Guru assures us we're not alone. He is with us. So if he's with us, why fear? Feel the fear and let it pass like a dark cloud. It will pass. Our Gurus have seen worse. But we have a lot more than they had. The value they had of what they did was a lot more than what we have today. Today we have everything else to keep us busy. We have the internet, we have books, we have friends we can speak to. We have movies we can watch. We have parks we can walk in. But it's a difficult time nonetheless. We're humans. We're not used to being tied down to our homes, confined like in prisons. It is like a prison, but there's a prison worse than being confined at home. And that's the prison of the mind. The mind is a beautiful thing, but it can be a terrible one as well. Depending on what you feed it, what you plant in it. If you plant good, it will reciprocate with good. And if you plant negative, that's what it's going to give you. So you decide what you want to feed it. And the Guru already does the hard work for us by feeding our mind with Shabad, which is all positive. We don't have to do our own thinking. Our own thinking is fickle. It's of no use. Gurbani says it. Guru ki mat tu le yane. Take the wisdom of the Guru. Ours is of no use. It's fickle, it's temporary, and it's not lasting. So what is it that the Guru had? What did the Guru go through? He went through darker times than these, and they lived through. Mentally, physically, spiritually. Guru Nanak says, Man jeeta, jag jeet. What a wonderful reassurance that this game is just of the mind, not of the world. The world is just a dream. What we are witnessing before us is a realization of that dream. We're waking up. Our soul is waking up. That this is not our home. We have to depart someday because of one reason or the other. And the current pandemic is a huge global awakening. Take it that way. It's not come here to destroy us. It has come here to redefine us, to awaken us. It's a blessing if we see it from the Guru's eyes. And the Guru's eyes are his word. What is written in Guru Granth Sahib, Shabad Guru. The Guru of our Gurus, Shabad, is our Guru as well. If we go back, centuries back, and just imagine what our Gurus went through. They were imprisoned by the emperors of the time, from Guru Nanak to Guru Arjan Dev, to Guru Har Gobind, to Guru Tegh Bahadur, and even to Guru Gobind Singh, when they were confined in the fort. They were marooned in it. It's like us sitting at home with nowhere else to go until things get better. That was like a confinement as well. When Guru Gobind Singh was exiled into the Machiwara jungle, that was a confinement as well. There was enemy on all the sides. Just like we are experiencing the enemy, we can't even socialize. We cannot even go into the usual spaces except for home. We are in that same situation, same scenarios. Times have changed, circumstances have not. We are surrounded by the enemy, just like Guru Gobind Singh was, as an example. He had no shoes on his feet. He had no food. He was hungry. He had no clothes on his body save for the basic chola. He had no warm clothes. He had no one with him. He was alone, compelled to leave the fort by the Panth, that if he survives, the Panth will survive. And we will survive too. If the Guru did, he did it as an example to give us hope, direction, that we can go through what he did too. He went through the worst. Ours is nothing in comparison. The Guru, in such a state, we are separated from families, many people, thousands and millions of people who cannot see their loved ones because of isolation. Vichoda, temporary vichoda. For some, it's even permanent, physical. And the Guru went through the same, vichoda, from his family, from his panth, from his sangat, everything. He had nothing, but he had only one thing that no one could take from him. And even then, he has lost his mother, his father, his two sons, his elder ones as well, before his very eyes. He has lost everything. He has sacrificed everything. And yet, in that state, what is the Guru going through? What is the state of his mind at that time when he's in the jungle all alone in the dark with enemies all around him? His state of mind was this: Gur mere sang sada hai nale. He never forgot it. He was the Guru after all. He came to give us the Bani, but he came to show us that this is how you go through. And what did he do? He did not despair. He did not fear. He did not cry. And yet he had compassion for the world. And in that state of mind, he wrote a Shabad. And that Shabad is Mitra Pyare Nu Hal Muridan Da Kehna. So I'm just trying to look for the Shabad so I can pronounce it properly. Mitra Pyare Nu Hal Muridan Da Kehna. Guru Sahib is saying Mitra Pyare. He is referring to God as Mitra. Mitra is a close friend, beloved friend. Pyare, Mitra Pyare Nu. This is a prayer, a call out to my Vaheguru. He's reaching out to him. He's calling him inside, within. Mitra Pyare Nu Hal Muridan Da Kehna. He's saying, Oh Lord, this is my condition and our condition as your disciples. तुद बिन रोग रजाइयां दा ओढ़ण नाग निवासां दे रहना. That without you, the taking over of quilts is like a disease, and living in the house is like living with serpents. Can you see how beautiful he has written? To assure our soul that we may be in the comfort of our homes, but we're still terrified. All because of what? Our mind. The Guru's mind was beyond it, and he wants to take our mind to that level as well. Through Shabad, remember your beloved friend. And also remember, there is no true friend in this world. Gurbani says, E jag meet na dekhyo koi. There is no friend. Accept it. Believe it. These are the Guru's words. If you think that there is any friend who can support you in this world, you are gravely mistaken. But there is one friend who will never let you go, who will never leave your side, who is ever with you from the beginning to the present to the end. And such a friend can only be one who is Ahad Sach, Jugad Sach, Hai Bhi Sach, Nanak, Hosi Bhi Sach, truth. Shabad. There is no one, no physical person, no mortal who fits that description. So why pin our hopes on people? We can support each other. We can love and guide each other through Shabad. But our true friend is only Shabad. Gurbani says, Brahm Gyani Sad Jive Nahi Marta. Brahm Gyani, the one who created all this world, Gyan, who created the Gyan as well in this world. Sad Jive Nahi Marta. We are subject to birth and death. We cannot be Brahm Gyani. Mortals cannot reach that level, but we can through spirit be one with that Brahm Gyani. If we read Gurbani, we will know that was the armor of the Guru's soul, and that is the armor he has left with us. For each of us, He has blessed all of us equally. No one is His favorite. Everyone is His beloved. The Guru went through these turbulent times, which we call storms. Gurbani refers to these terrible times as a world ocean. We are drowning in it. Why are we drowning? Because of vices. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar. Look at the state of the world right now. It is not suffering because of a virus. It is suffering because of our vices. A virus can do nothing beyond the physical, but the vices can destroy our very spirit while we live and when it's gone beyond. The time to direct your soul back to the divine is now while we still have breath in our body. There is hope. It's not the end. Everything in the end will be okay. If it's not okay, it's not the end. And the entire Gurbani is a boat. It's a ship. Just like in the Bible, the metaphorical ark is what we need to board. Board the ship of Shabad. It'll take us across this terrifying world ocean. We cannot make it on our own. The storm is too terrible, terrifying, ruthless, and violent. We can see it for ourselves. It is ravaging the world, every single country. The pandemic is touching everyone. But for the godly, it is an awakening. Let's wake up. Jaag le ho re mana, jaag le ho. Kahan ghafal soya? Where are you asleep? In your ignorance, in your denial of Shabad, of your spirit. Man to jot swaroop hai, apna mool pashan. Man. If you look at Gurbani, Gurbani is just talking to your man, to your inner being. It's directing him. He's come to transform us so that we can find our way through. Gurbani says, resolve your affairs with your own hands. Make the effort. Uddam kare. Make the effort. The Guru will do the rest. The result is in his hands, whether negative or positive, depending on our perception. Whatever the Guru does is positive. It's only our perception. So the Guru's strength, how he went through all these terrifying times, challenging times, he showed us. He is the light that we need in these dark times and even beyond when things get better. Don't let go of that staff of wisdom. When the Guru was confined to their homes, to their forts, they never lost hope. They remained in Chaddi Kala. And that Chaddi Kala is a gift to us. A Chaddi Kala that seeks the blessings of all, for the well-being of all. We pray in every single day. Every Sikh in the world prays for the well-being of all, including for ourselves. We are included in that sarbat. Sarbat da pala. We are not outside of it. And Gurbani says, Hukam hai andar sabko, bahar hukam na koe. No one is outside of this hukam. What is hukam? Hukam is Gyan, divine wisdom. Guru is Nirvair. Do not be mistaken that the Guru is punishing us or God is punishing us for our sins. These are not our sins. He's not punishing for us. Our sins are punishing us, not God. God is Nirvair. Why would he punish those he loves, who he doesn't hate? And if you want to be free from that fear of whatever is transpiring right now, everything is in Gurbani. Again, Gurbani says, Nirpo jape sagal po mite. If you contemplate on the fearless, you as well will become fearless. Tohi mohi mohi tohi antar kaisa. We have to earn that state of mind. And that state of mind can only come from the mat of the Guru, from the wisdom of the Guru as enshrined in Guru Granth Sahib. Nothing else. For a Sikh, there is no other wisdom except for the other wisdom of Gurbani outside of Guru Granth Sahib, which the Guru has sanctified for us. The Vara of Bhai Gurdas and the writings of Bhai Nandalal, and of course the writings of Guru Gobind Singh, which are not enshrined in Guru Granth Sahib and also form part of our nickname. So the Guru's shield against all these attacks, both outside of the body and inside, is Shabad. That's why he gave us the identity of a Sant Sipahi. That's how the Guru won all the battles. Every battle of the mind he won. Because he was a Sant and he was a Sipahi as well. A Sant who was not a coward, who could defend himself and others with the armor of a Sipahi. And a Sipahi with the soul of a Sant, so that he doesn't become a tyrant. Perfect balance. Are we in that avastha? If we are not, it's not too late. Come into it. Feel the Guru. When we are like the Guru, we will achieve the success the Guru destines for us. In their troubled times, nothing affected them mentally, spiritually. They kept themselves busy in the Shabad. They always reminded themselves and the Sangat, Shabad. Gur mere sang sada hai naale. As long as you imbibe the values of Gurmat and Gurbani within, nothing can touch you. No enemy can reach you. Even if we may fall in the battle, fighting it, we will depart triumphant, without regret, without fear, without doubt. सूरा सो पहचानिए जो लरे दीन के हित पुरजा पुरजा कट मरे कबो न छाड़े खेल. We are not to give up. We are going to fight. We're going to fight our fears with the sword of the word. Nanak's word was Guru Gobind Singh's sword. Guru Granth Sahib is complete. Nothing can be added to it, nothing taken away. Pura Guru. We have to trust one. Guru has ended our wanderings. Who do we turn to? In times like these, in times of happiness and challenge, trials and tribulations, is one. You can never go wrong with one. Multiple, yes. One will say something, another will say another. Who do you believe? Sikhi is not a buffet. We take Sikhi as the Guru serves it. And we take everything as he gives us. Gur ki mat to le yane, bhagat bina boddu be siyane. We think we are wise? Watch till the world shows us whether we are right or wrong. Right now, the world is just confused. Somebody is saying something or the other about this pandemic. Everyone is a headless chicken. No direction. But the Guru has given us that direction. He has given us the solution, which he used to the benefit of self and of Sangat and the world. And we are here now to do exactly the same. We are here to fulfill a mission for ourselves, for the Sangat, and for the world. We are representing the Guru. Let's not forget that. The Guru is one. Guru is Shabad. Our 10 Gurus were in historical context, the Gurus who formulated Sikhi over 240 years. That's how long it took them to give us the beautiful Sikhi we have today. Sikhi is not just a dada and a kirpan and a dastar and reciting Gurbani like as if it's a competition, but it is to connect our soul back to the divine. And we can do it. We're already doing it. We just need to be humble. I want to take you through a couple of shabads to get you started on how personally I connect with Shabad. When you read Gurbani for yourself, if you can't read, make an effort to learn Gurmukhi. It's beautiful. You will feel the Guru himself speak to you through you. That's how personal he is. When you speak, your ears listen. When your ears listen, the sound of the Shabad vibrates throughout your body. It goes internally to your spirit. And that's when the mind is touched by it. Not that the mind cannot be touched by silent recitation of Gurbani, it can. But when you speak it and when you hear it physically, the effect is profound. Gurbani says, Man pive, sun shabad vichara, chim chim verse amrit tara. Man pive, man nu pilana. We are serving, we are feeding the mind. The mind is thirsty for wisdom, for guidance, for peace, for understanding, for connection. It's the mind. So slowly sing it to yourself. You don't have to be a professional singer. Sing it to yourself. Sing it to your soul. Your soul wants to hear you. That soul wants to go back home. And it wants your cooperation. The vessel we have been given. The mind we have been given. So that the two can connect. And the soul can find its way back. So I want to take you through a couple of shabads and how I connect with them, which I hope will be of use to you as well. One shabad is, this is a shabad of hope. We are in a state of hopelessness right now. Many of us, including myself, I won't deny it. That's why we are Sikhs. We still need the Guru. We still need his company. We still need his assurance. We're yet to earn Sikhi. We're doing it. But we have to constantly study Shabad. Gurbani says, Garib Nawaj, Gusaiya Mera, Mathe Chhatr Tare. Look at this beautiful Shabad. O patron of the poor. Poor doesn't refer necessarily to those lacking in materialism, but those who are humble. Mandi Garibi. Mananiva. Mat Uchi. Guru Sahib is referring to that mind. O patron of the poor, Lord of the world. We are accepting He is the Lord of the world, not us, not humans, no one else. Garib Nawaj Gasaiya Mera Mathe Chhatr Tare. You have put the canopy of your grace over my head. Look at the reassurance. The Guru's hand is upon your head. He's blessing you. Close your eyes. Imagine the Guru putting his hand on your head and saying, telling you, I am with you. You will be fine. Why do you fear? Tu kahe dole praniya, tu rakhega sirjanhar. Tu kahe dolta hai? क्यों डोलता है? Why do you waver? तो राखेगा सिरजनहार. He will preserve you. Silence your mind, quieten your mind and your fears. And the Guru gives you that hope and reassurance He's with you. So that's one Shabad, for example. So read word for word. Garib Nawaj, Gusaiya Mera, Mathe Chhatr Tare. Gurbani is very important to learn. You need to learn Gurmukhi. Because the Gurmukhi, it means words and wisdom directly from the Guru's mouth. And when you read it the way he wrote it, there is a bliss that cannot be expressed. Anand Anand sabko ka hai. Anand Guru te jane. When we are happy, we think we are in Anand. But Guru Sahib says, come to me. I'll tell you what is Anand. Anand is not the one that you think it is. Anand is not when everything outside gets better. And it eventually will. Anand is when your mind is at rest. When your mind has been sacrificed to the Guru, presented to the Guru, submitted to the Guru, totally. Complete submission. It's not yours anymore. It belongs to the Guru. And when something belongs to the Guru, he instructs it, not you. Tan man tan sab swamp Guru ko Hukamnama paiye. Sacrifice yourself. Why are we so attached to our life? That's also attachment. More. The greed, the attachment to our life. Yes, we have to survive. But we shouldn't start pampering the body and trying to save it like as if it's going to stay here eternally. We have to preserve it for as long as possible so that we can realize our divine mission to return to our Creator. So that's one Shabad, for example. Garib Nawaj, Gusaiya Mera, Mathe Chhatr Tare. Another Shabad. Mera Mat Pita Har Raya. The Lord is my King. He is my mother and father. Kar Kirpa Pratpalan Laga Kari Tera Karaya. In your mercy, you cherish me. I do whatever you make me do. The Guru, Vaheguru, is our mother and father, just like we can expect our mother and father to take care of us, to console us, to soothe our fears, to wipe our tears. The Guru does the same if we turn to him. Just like a child sleeps in the laps of the mother without any worries. He knows the mother is there to feed him, to clothe him, to play with him, to comfort him when he's unwell, to nurse him. The Guru does the same. Our family life is not just literal, it has a deep spiritual connection. It's to teach us how God works. God is our Father. We are His children. Mera Mat Pita Har Raya. He's both our father and mother. So we turn to Him for everything that we need. Why go to the neighbors? Why go to anybody else? They don't know you. They don't care about you. It could be selfish. It won't last either. But you can expect a mother and a father to never give up on you. So turn to the Guru. Shabad Guru is there. 1430 pages of endless, deep oceans of wisdom awaiting you to realize it, to internalize it. What can the world do? Is there anybody who's been greater than the Guru? No one. Anybody who tried to challenge the Guru, Shabad Guru, has himself been destroyed eventually. We are all to go from this world, so why not prepare now? If we survive, continue. Continue the journey. Pray for a good life, a virtuous life, a happy life, a connected life, so that when your end comes, whether sooner or later, you're prepared. And when you're prepared, there's no fear. We are fearful because we're not ready. Fear comes from the unknown, not understanding. When we don't understand something, fear takes its place. But when understanding comes, fear has no place to stay. So if you want to overcome the fear of sickness and of death, then replace it with understanding. And that understanding comes only from Shabad for a Sikh. For a Christian, from the Bible. For a Muslim, from the Quran. For the Hindu, from the Gita. Choose your one and remain connected and committed and loyal to that one. The power is in one. And you will see your life will change. And when our life changes, that power also helps change the world as well. Do not underestimate the power of prayer. When we change, the world inside and outside begins to change as well. We become compassionate. We begin to help and share. Gurbani says, Jan Nanak tod mangay, tis gur sikh ki, jo aap japay, avare naam japave. Meaning, the Guru loves that Gur Sikh. He's a sacrifice to that Gur Sikh, who himself contemplates on the word and inspires others to do the same. He's not selfish. He serves his purpose and he helps others to realize theirs too. So Gurbani is very beautiful. Learn Gurmukhi. Mera maat pita har raya, kar kirpa pratpalan laga, kari tera karaya. Another Shabad. These are just a few Shabads that I'd like to share with you that will inspire you to go through the current times, to help you understand what's happening, why it's happening. Sometimes we don't get all the answers. We don't need them. All we need is the wisdom. And that wisdom is Gurbani. Satgur sabna da pala manainda. Tis da bura kyun hoye? The true Guru wishes everyone well. How can anything bad happen to him? The Guru has spoken through his own word. He means well for everyone, whether you're a Sikh, a Hindu, a Muslim, a Christian, or a non-believer, or an atheist, anyone, anything. Satguru Sabnada Bala Manainda. He means well for all. We are our own enemies. We are the ones who do not want well-being for ourselves and for others. You can see outside how much selfishness has increased, how much greed has increased, how much ego has gone through the roof. People are still not learning. They're still not understanding. Death is knocking on everyone's doors, but they're still playing with their souls. But the ones who want to awaken, Guru says, I can save them if they cooperate with the Shabad. Let not our state reach that point where the Guru says, Kabir, Sacha Satguru kya kare? Jo Sikha mein chook, andhe ek na lagai, jo baas bajaiye phuk. What can the true Guru do? If the Sikh doesn't want to learn, he doesn't want to change, he doesn't want to contemplate on the Shabad, it's useless. So I let go of him too. I don't want to compel myself. Sikhi is a game of love. जो तो प्रेम खेलन का चाओ सिर तड़तली गली मरिया इत मार्ग पैर तरी जय सिर दीजे कान ना कीजय. If you want to play the game of love with the Guru, with virtue, if you want to become truthful, then take your ego out. Give it to the Guru. It doesn't belong to you. He will transform it into something positive that we have corrupted. The 5 vices, which we call them vices, they are our servants, but we turn them into our masters. They were something pure, but our misuse of them has corrupted them. And ego is one of them. Ego can be positive. It is positive, but its misuse becomes negative. It becomes a vice. And the only way to transform those virtues into yourself, to bring them into yourself, to transform your vices to virtues, is through Shabad. So Satgur Sabna da Bala Manainda. Tis da Bura Kyun Hue. The true Guru wishes everyone well. How can anything bad happen to him? Another Shabad is, Guru Nanak says, Pariye mat papa ke sang. Pariye mat papa ke sang. O to pe nave ke rang. Whatever is happening to us, Guru Sahib explains, is because of our mind, polluted minds. We're being haunted by our own deeds. They're coming back to us. Our life is being overtaken by our shadows. But Guru Sahib says, do not worry. This can still change in the instant, right now, not tomorrow, right now. Pai prapat manuk de huriya, Gobind milan ki eh teri pariya. Now, how can we change? Gurbani says it. O tope name ke rang. Naam is Gurbani, Gurmat, Gyan, wisdom of the Guru, as per Shabad Guru. If we turn to it single-mindedly, committed, with love, you will achieve the Guru. And his state of mind too. Gurbani itself is the state of the mind of the Guru. Gurbani was the soul of the Guru. And it is the same for us. He has given it to us. Sab Sikhan ko hukam hai. Sab, not a few. Sab, everyone. Sab Sikhan ko hukam hai. Guru manyo Granth. You don't need people. You need Sangat who are connected to that Shabad so that he can do vichar. So turn to Gurbani. Gurbani is the Guru's shield for the soul that we need in these trying and troubled times. There is no other hope. Forget the hopes of people, of scientists, of doctors. They are all appointed by God. They can only do their best. That's God working when they do what's right. Sat. If you go back to Mool Mantra, Sat is the identity of the Guru, of God, truth. If we are not truthful, then our life is of no use. Our comforts are like sleeping in a pit of snakes. Binga kasanya disena. Yaradida sano sattar chunga. See how the Guru speaks for you already. Your state of mind, he already knows you. He's the doctor. We are sick. S-I-C-K, unwell, full of vices. But he turns sickness into being a Sikh. When we turn to the Guru, Mera Vaid Guru Gobinda. Guru Shabad is my Vaid, my doctor. There is nothing that he cannot cure. Mental, physical, spiritual. Of course, you've got to take support as well. But the faith must come from within. If you do not have faith on the medicine, it can't do anything for you. Faith is important, and that faith is planted by Shabad. If the Guru is the doctor, then we've got to trust him. He will, one who recognizes what's wrong with you is the one who can give you the treatment as well. Guru is the doctor. Shabad is the medicine. There is no other medicine. Take Shabad. The other medicines are important too. Trust the doctor. But more than that, if you correct your life, your mind, your thinking, your deeds, and your actions as per truth, watch the miracle. There's no other miracle besides Kirpa. Kirpa is the greatest miracle. Kirpa is awaiting inside. It doesn't happen just a few. We just don't realize it. So Gurbani is very important to return to. पर ये मत पापा के संग वो तो पै नावे के रंग. But when the intellect is stained and polluted by sin, misdeeds and vices, it can only be cleansed by the love of the name. Love of the name is Shabad. Gyan. Gyan Guru Atam Upadesu. Gyan is the Guru. There's no other Guru. Gyan is Shabad. And Shabad is Naam. Naam is Gurmat. They're all synonyms. They all mean the same. Guru, ek hai. Shabad, ek hai. Gyan, ek hai. Everything is one. And you are one with Him. If you want to be one with God, then come to one word, Shabad. He will resolve everything. Give it time. You've got a whole life ahead of you. Your soul will thank you for it. So 2 more Shabads before we conclude is, like earlier mentioned, Sikhi is just about the man, nothing else. The body is going to end. The body is going to finish, one way or another. Old age, disease, death, circumstances, whatever. We've just got to be prepared for it. And we cannot be prepared if we have not done Shabad di Kamai. Shabad di Kamai is what? Jo Guru ne kamaya. What the Guru earned, he showed us, this is what you've come to earn. Gurbani says, Prani tu aya laha lain, lagga kit ko fakde, sab mukdi chali rain. You know what's happening right now in the world? It's a dark night. It's filled with darkness. Darkness is what? Ignorance, fear. We are living in a dark world. Gurbani says your life is like this night. It's passing. It's sipping away. When the sun will rise eventually, you will have to wake up. That's when you will know that what you should have done, you haven't. You did not direct the soul when you needed to, when you had the breath in your body and the mind to help it. So Gurbani says, Prani tu aya laha lain. Tu laha lain aaya. You have come here to earn a profit. The profit of the Naam of Shabad Guru. Wisdom, so you can transform your life and direct your soul. Redirect your soul. Mantu Jot Sarup Apna Mool Pashan. Recognize that you're of divine essence and that you're to return back to Him eventually. Triumphant if you go through Shabad. Prani tu aya laha lain, laga kit ko fakde. What useless things have you engrossed yourself into? This is not the time to binge on Netflix, on social media, unless it's constructive. This is the time to binge on Shabad and make it your life's calling, and you will see how your life remains in Chaddi Kala to your last breath. Easier said than done. But we've all got to do it. So Gurbani says, E man pyarya, Gurbani is explaining to the mind very prayerfully, very calmly. Because we know, Gurbani knows our mind is it's a very tricky thing. It's a very difficult thing to tame. It's a beast. But we got to turn it into a divine thing. But the more you beat something to change, the more it will resist. So you got to bring it through love. Saach kaho sun leo sab hai, jin prem kiyo tin hi prabh payo. Prem with who? Love with who? Virtues. Gurbani. Gurmat. Not necessarily people. People can do all sorts of wrong things. You can't love them. You can't love their misdeeds. We've got to be compassionate, yes. We've got to help them. But love is of divine values. And Gurbani says, "E man pyarya, tum sada raho, tu sada sach samale. O beloved mind, O my mind, listen, listen. Silence yourself. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong outside. O my beloved mind, O beloved mind, contemplate on the true Lord forever. Contemplate how? By reading, by listening, by singing, by imbibing Shabad. And Gurbani says, look, this is the state of the world right now. Eh kutamb, tu je dekhda, challe nahi tere naale. The family which you see shall not go along with you. Can you see it's happening? It is not a premonition. It is not a prediction. But this is the actual reality of the world. That whatever is seen, it will be finished. It will be gone. What remains is the unseen. And the unseen is Shabad in the form of word. Eh kutamb tujhe dekhda, challe nahi tere naale. This family which you see shall not go along with you. Saath tere challe nahi, this naal kyun chitlaye? Why? They shall not go along with you. So why do you focus your attention on them? It's good to love. It's good to care. But don't lose yourself and your mind and your time on the world. Give it to the Shabad. Commit yourself to the Shabad. It will resolve your affairs and of those around you as well. And of the world as well. Satguru Sabnada Palamananda. No one's outside the goodwill of the Guru. But begin with yourself. So that's another Shabad. And finally, there's another Shabad. Is Eman Pyarya, Tu Sada Raho Har Nale. O my mind, remain always with the Lord, with the Shabad. Har Naal Raho, Tu Man Mere, Dukh Sab Visarna. Right now, we are enveloped, we are overcome by darkness, fear, disease, all sorts of negative things have compounded our mind. We cannot think straight. We think we're going to go crazy. That's because the mind is full of everything else but the Lord, but the Shabad. Wait till the Shabad comes into your mind. You will live like it's Sachkhand. You will live like God is already here. There's nothing like life and death. It's just God Himself. I am nothing. When God comes within, the I disappears. You no longer exist. Only God remains. E man meria, tu sada raho har nale. O my mind, remain always with the Lord. Har naal raho, tu man mere, dukh sab visarna. Remain always with the Lord, O my mind, and all sufferings will be forgotten. Not that they will disappear, which they eventually will. Nothing remains. But they will be forgotten. They will have no impact on your mind. अंगीकार हो करे तेरा कार्य सब सवारना. He will accept you as his own, and all your affairs will be perfectly arranged. This is how the Guru went through the storms, Shabad. If we take every single Shabad as a weapon against everything that's against you, against your mind, there is no way that you can lose this battle. Our Gurus never did. They never lost any battle of the mind. They triumphed over everything and everyone. And you can too. Our Gurus went through hell, literally speaking, or metaphorically. But they realized heaven within. हर मंदिर एहो शरीर है. Your mind, your body is the temple of the Lord. Don't worry. If your churches, your gurdwaras, your mandirs, your mosques are closed, they will open again. You'll find the Sangat again. But go back with a renewed, prepare again. Prepare as you should have, if you haven't already. So when times get better, you do not forget what the challenging times came to teach you. Whatever our Gurus went through was for us, to teach us, to show us practically how to go through life. We will survive it. If we don't, we're still going to go to Him anyway. So why the fear? We're fearful because we're attached with life, fearful of death, when it should be the opposite. Be fearful of life and be attached to death. Attached meaning it is going to come anyway. Pehla maran kabul, जीवन की छड़ आस, हो सबना की रेण का, तो हमारे पास. Again, another Shabad is Maran likhai, mandal mein aaye. Why are we fearing death? When our death has already been written upon our coming into this world, we are just to prepare for it. And when we are ready, we will leave happy, smiling. We may have come crying, but we will go laughing. If we go the way the Guru went, not many of our Gurus lived long lives, but they lived fulfilled lives. They fulfilled their missions. Age is not a sign of a complete life. A complete life is a life that you live no matter how long it is or how short it is, as per the virtues and values of the Guru. We pray that the world overcomes the current crisis. He's already working on it. Trust it. Jo kich karna, so kar reha. He's already doing what he intends to do. The end of this disease, of this pandemic, is already started. The end of the disease. He will not destroy anything. We're just subject to coming and going. That is all. He does not destroy. He loves his creation. He only reforms it, beginning with our inside. So with these few thoughts, thank you very much for joining me tonight. It was an honor to connect with as many people who could join us today. As my family, an extended family, we need family so much more now than ever. And to realize what we mean to each other. We are to give each other hope, inspire, connect, help connect. Through Shabad Guru. We're all distraught. I am too. To be honest, ever since this pandemic started, it has triggered my anxiety as well. But I'm trying to fight it back again through Shabad. There is no other medicine. I am taking homeopathy. It has worked for me in the past. It continues to work now. It gives me a boost. And I trust it. I've trusted it for years, and it has worked for me for years. It's holistic. I love it. It seems like as if my guru dispensed that medicine to me. It has no taste. It feels so natural. It's like just taking a sip of water. So, whatever I have said, in case I have made any mistakes, I seek your forgiveness. And thank you very much. And before we end this live feed, of course, Sahib Singh has been sitting with us for the last 1 hour, and we'll get his views as well, because I'm sure he's got a lot of wisdom as well, which I can learn from, and you can also share through him. So, Khalsa Sahib Singh.
जी वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Well, everything that is going on right now, I believe it's just a little plan. He has it all planned, written down for us. The Guru, in fact, has said so many times the world is an ocean, and those who contemplate on Gurbani will live through the storm, which is currently what's going on. That's the storm in the ocean. So I personally believe that we if we stick to Gurbani, the boat, the ship, we don't just end up jumping off the ship. We stay on the ship. The pleasure that's in the ship is when you connect with the Guru. That feeling inside you when you listen to Gurbani and it takes you into a whole different world. That's you having first class dinner in that ship. You the entire point is stay inside there. Stay with the Guru so that he can take you through the ocean and to the next continent, the next land form that there is, which will be Waheguru himself. We are on our way there. We just need to see that if we pass by immigration or something. You see, we understand we sometimes underestimate everything. That's the problem with all of us. We underestimate everything. The power of Shabad Guru is so strong we have no idea of. Guru Sahib right now is just holding our hand, keeping us under his will.
And that's what our prayer should be for us, for our family, for our loved ones, for anyone we touch, and for everyone we don't know or will ever know. Ke O Waheguru, protect us, preserve us, direct us, transform us. Everything that needs to be changed in us begin with me. When we change that ardas towards ourselves for change, the world will change. No enemy can stand in its way. The enemy himself will get annihilated. The Sikh of the Guru is ever triumphant. Har Maidan Fateh. Har Maidan Fateh. In every sphere, we are triumphant because the Guru is with us if we do what is righteous. So, with that, we conclude this live feed. Thank you for joining us. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.